Hey, good morning and happy Aloha Friday. Cold weather seems to be snapping back. So, one thing about Indiana is if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. It's probably going to change. So, what's been going on this week is counselors were in science classes this week talking with students about high school scheduling. And high school, is coming quick, and the counselors from the high school will actually be here on March 7th to give students their pink forms, which are like their suggested classes that they're going to be in, their suggested core classes. And so the counselors here wanted to kind of give kids a little bit of an overview as far as what to expect, and to go over the different types of diplomas that can be earned here at Center Grove. And so we really just focused on the core 40 requirements, the core 40 academic honors requirements, and the core 40 technical honors requirements. And I'll put a link to those on there uh, as far as what those requirements are, because there's going to be kind of a quick turnaround when they get those pink forms as far as what they need to get those when they need to get those submitted back to the school. And so it'd be good for you to kind of review with the kids those types of information, and to take a look at what the differences are between the different diplomas. It's important to note that um, we really just focused on those graduation requirements, but there are additional requirements that are described as the graduation pathways, and those are there's the high school diploma part, but then there's also what are called the employability skills and the post-secondary ready competencies. And so we didn't really talk about those in this class because it is a lot of information. Um, those things will be gone over at the high school while kids are going through their requirements. So as freshmen, we really just focused on those core 40 requirements and how important it is to get a good start as freshmen. I also talked with them a little bit about like what kind of classes are required for science. We really do recommend that kids focus on getting at 3 or preferably 4 years of those core science classes. And so for core science classes, those are like biology, chemistry, physics, and then probably some type of earth space science is what we would really recommend. um, there are also a lot of core 40 science classes that are related to computer science, engineering, a lot of different uh, suggestions that would be in there. I'll put a link to that in there as well, just to kind of give you an idea of all the different requirements and all the different recommendations that are available for science specifically. As far as what's happening in science this week, in regular science, we're continuing with DNA structure and have a really fun lab next week where we're going to be using Candy to build a model of the DNA. Uh, and then in honors, we are continuing on with natural selection. Next week, we'll go into different types of natural selection as well as applying Hardy Weinberg principles to allele frequencies and those types of things. Next week is going to be kind of a crazy week. Wednesday, we're starting our NWEA testing. And then, quick reminder, Thursday, there is no school for students here at the middle school. They're doing SAT testing at the high school. So some students from the high school will need to attend. But here at the middle school, it's a waiver day and no students will need to report. So, again, thank you so much for everything you do as parents and caregivers. If I can offer any additional assistance, please just let me know.